Hello again, and welcome to my channel. Is this your first time you just bump onto me? I am your host, Naomi. I am an entrepreneur with multiple hats. I'm an interpreter, translator, content creator, fashion designer, speaking fluently English and French. So, on this channel, I bring you all news related on immigration, advice, also motivation, the good, the bad, and the ugly. We can't forget that, so it's not just always rosy. There are also bad news that are related to immigration, but I just have to let you know, because I can't just bring you all what is positive also. It's like I'm just saying everything is positive, even though everything is positive, but there are some not negative aspect, but just negative news. Anyway, on this channel and on this video today, what I will talk about is about a murder of an African girl, a Congolese, that they found the body. She went missing for days and nobody knew where she was. So stay tuned. I'm just going to narrate to you the whole story. See you just now. This is the young Congolese girl we're talking about, Alexandra Martina Diengo Lumbai, who died on the 3rd of October. Either a murder or what, we don't know. So, the story is about a Congolese girl, aged 21, that came here to study. And she was studying at University of Quebec of Trois-Rivières. Trois-Rivières is a city that is inside the province of Quebec, So she was a student, a Congolese nationals. And nobody knew. She went missing actually on the 2nd of October. And nobody knew where she was. For a few days, her mother did not hear any of her news. Her mother is based in Congo. But her father, the late girl called Alexandra, was born in Cameroon from a Cameroonian father and a Congolese mother. And from my source of information, even the grandfather was actually a diplomat or something in Cameroon. So they grew up there. So the mother's mother also is a Cameroonian, So she gave birth to Alexandra. The mother gave birth to Alexandra in Cameroon. Then, shortly after that, she went to South Africa, where the little girl grew up. Then she went back to Congo to settle there, and she married someone else. So, and it's her only daughter, unfortunately. So she sent her daughter to study here about 2 years ago. And you know how student life can be stressful and can be lonely. So, what actually happened is nobody knew what happened. Is it a murder? Is it a suicide? Nobody knows at this stage. So, the day she went actually missing. So, this is Alexandra's mom. Her name is Rosemary. And that video specifically is the one she sent out calling for people to help to find her daughter. And she cried out and it went viral. So, yeah. Here she's just explaining how she made a call that day via her roommate, asking the roommate that she hasn't heard anything about her daughter since yesterday. The roommate said that she was not around also and she doesn't know. And that she has to call the other roommate. That when the mother was so surprised that, is there any other roommate, and is a male? So she was so shocked. Nevertheless, she got the number and she called the guy. And when she asked the guy where was Alexandra, the guy said that he dropped her off at the park the previous day and he never saw her again. It was the last day her mother received message from her, because she sent her money. And usually when she sent the money, the daughter would reply to say that, okay, I didn't have time, I've received it, I didn't have time to go and withdraw the money, but I will be going tomorrow or after school or after work. So she was a student that was living, sharing accommodation in an apartment. So meaning having her own room and sharing it with two people. So it was a boy and a girl. But the mother, according to a video, did not know that there was a boy living in that house. Because obviously as a mother, she will not allow her daughter to live in the house mixed with boys, which is normal. Also, us as a mother, we wouldn't allow that. So the mother knew only that she was living with a lady who is a Canadian student also. So they usually will go each other. You know how life busy is here. You work, you go to school, and sometimes they will stay 2 days without seeing each other, and nobody bothers because everybody is minding their own business. That's how it works here. Nevertheless, when she went missing, after 2 days, the mother did not hear anything from her, but she saw the message was like delivered but not read. She started worried. She's like, it's not her habit. She usually, if she doesn't call the same day, she calls the following day. And or she sent a message text to say, oh, this happened or that happened. But none of that. Then she called now the lady that is sharing an apartment with her daughter. So the lady said to her that she doesn't know either, that she's by her mother since 2 days and she has not returned there. She's like, what? And she said to the mother that maybe you should ask the other guy renting the room there. She said, oh, is there a guy renting a room there? She said, yes. She's like, but I did not know that it was a sharing accommodation whereby there was a man in the house, So nevertheless, she took the guy's number. When she phoned the guy, she asked the guy, where was her daughter? The guy said, I've last seen her 2 days ago because she asked me to drop her at the park. And I dropped her and I came back to rest, to after go to work. I did not hear anything until now that you're calling me to tell me. So now the mother is like, what is going on? But if she's missing, sis, why don't you call the police? She called now the lady and she said that this is what the guy is saying. And now the mother said to them, but you must call the police. They said to the mother, they're not allowed to because they're not the direct parents. They can't call. The mother must call. So the mother has to call the police officers just to tell them that the daughter went missing. Then she made a TikTok videos that I'm going to just share with you. It went viral. Even though the video is in French, I won't put it for long, but I will just explain to you what she was saying on the video. On the video, she was talking to her daughter saying that, where are you? And she's the only daughter, Where are you? It's been days. I haven't heard from you. Wherever you are, please give your news because we are so worried. We don't know where you are. We don't know what happened to you. Whatever must have happened, we are still waiting. And she said, please, everyone, if you come across this message and you know Alexandra, tell her to call us. We've been missing her. Please, can you tell her to call home? Mom is missing her. So, and she narrated her story on social media, how she did not hear anything. She's the one who called. Nobody called her. She's the one who called the police, and she cries. Because at this stage, we are like more than 4 days and she's missing. So, what could happen? It's when she called the police and she sent the message on TikTok that went viral. Then all the African community and all blacks rose. They all drove from Montreal and from everywhere to go to Trois-Rivières just to go and search for her. Because the last time she was seen, it was inside the park. So that park, she usually goes there, and just go and relax there and take time and what. So the last pictures that the police managed to have was from the park, where they saw her coming in, buying a ticket to get inside the park. But inside the park, there's nothing anymore. They have nothing. And the body was missing. There was nothing, no clothes, no shoes, there was nothing. So they didn't know, was she kidnapped? Was she maybe killed? Where is her body? So they start searching for the body for days to no avail. Most probably a week after, somebody that was that was having a kayak, doing kayak, he found the body. Then he alerts now the police, because they were all aware in the neighborhood, people who have all the boats and all that, they were all alert that a girl went missing, you know. So he alerted the police that there's a body that I'm seeing inside the water. So the police now came with helicopter and everything, and they took the body. Eventually, people, because there were a lot of people, all the foreigners and immigrants who came from Montreal and everywhere, were all at the park that day. And they say they're not leaving. They will search for that body until they find it. So really big up to the African community and the black community rising up to stand together. It's really appreciated. Let's always ride and stand together. You know, and it's because of the noise that the community made that the news went viral. Because we stood together to share the news, and we stood together to try and find her. Where is she? So when they found the corpse, people rushed to the car to see, but the police could not just leave the body. No, they had to protect it. So there was one person. So according to the description that was given to the police said to them that, yes, according to the description, it is the body. So the police confirmed. Therefore, after that, they went now to do the autopsy, because it will take a few days to get the result out. So everyone is waiting. Was she strangled to death? Was she beaten to death? What really happened? Was she kidnapped? Was she thrown inside the water? Did she commit suicide? Because that's another thing people were talking about. Because, and one of the main reasons is what? There's one of her last video, and it is in English. I will add it on this video. She seems very confused and stressed up and depressed. She was very depressed. So that's why there's assumption on one part that it might be a suicide due to depression. We don't know. And the only thing that can confirm is the autopsy. If the autopsy comes and confirms that maybe there were marks in the body of whatsoever, then it's a confirmation that she was probably strangled and killed. But if there's no mark, obviously, it will be as a suicide. So, we still have questions. And the mother is getting ready to travel and come with all her family to come and take the remains of her daughter back home. Yeah, so that's the unfortunate news. So that has been the unfortunate, sad news of the gruesome murder or death of the young student called Alexandra. So it shook the whole nation of Canada. It shook the whole world. It went viral, you know. And the Congolese government now got hold of the story, because the ambassador also came and there was a press conference. He was nearly beaten. The whole African community was angry and at rage with him, like, you did not do anything. Why? It's only now that you're coming, you know. So it was really bad. But nevertheless, the mother is on the way to Canada here. As I'm talking to you now, they said this week she's arriving, because she asked for emergency visa. And apparently this week it was granted to her. So from that, she's coming with a whole team. There are about 10 people. On a team, she had close family members. She has investigators also from Congo that are going to work together with investigators in Canada. So the good news is Alexandra knew about Jesus and was preaching. This video is one of her before last video before her passing, talking about Jesus.
Even Jesus himself doesn't know. Only Father Lord knows. Do you know what else we don't know? Yes, there's a lot of things that we don't know, but there's also another thing that we don't know ourselves. We don't know the day of our death. Do you know when you're gonna die? You don't. Like, I was reading this verse and it was just so powerful and just captured my mind. It's Ecclesiastes 9. Listen to what it's saying.
This is an evil in all that is done under the sun, that one thing happens to all. Truly the hearts of the sons of men are full of evil. Madness is in their hearts while they live, and after that they go to the dead. But for him who is joined to all the living there is hope. For a living dog is better than a dead lion. For the living know that they will die, but the dead know nothing, and they have no more reward. For the memory of them is forgotten, also their love, their hatred, and their envy have now perished. Never more will they have a share in anything done under the sun.
What this verse is telling us is, after we're dead, there's nothing we can do. There's no more chances waiting for us. You cannot repent after you are dead. Instead of focusing on the fact that Jesus is coming back soon, you should be focusing on the fact that you can die anytime sooner. And if you don't repent before you die, it's literally over for you. Like, the probability of Jesus coming back next month is this low. However, the probability of you dying tomorrow or even in a month is this big. What I'm also trying to say is that we are living in a way where we actually have a time frame for our sin.
What I meant was deep down we have a time frame on continuing doing certain things or sins before repenting.
So, let's say I'm a smoker, okay? And I'm planning on quitting smoking next month. And smoking, that's one sin that's actually slowing you or stopping me from reconnecting with God. And I go out, buy a car, and die before actually repenting from that one sin or guilt that I have. I die before quitting. After we die, it's void. We can no longer repent. That's one spot that Jesus got us in
to find out what really happened. So that is it, friends. So I will be obviously bringing you news on immigration in French. So I will just narrate you the news in English, because you also need to be aware what is happening on the French part of the community, because we are all one. Remember, either you speak English or French, we are one. So I will be bringing you news, not gist, but just news, just as I'm talking now. I'll bring you news that are important anyway. So important news, everything related to immigration, to advice, and to motivation is what you're going to get on this channel, because I am your motivational speaker. I am a motivational speaker. I just want to thank you for your attention. Do not hesitate to put your comments down. Please send me your comments. Do not hesitate to like, to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe, to ring a bell of notification bell. Don't forget to click the notification bell so that you can be alert when I post videos. And okay, transfer to your community, all people around you. If you don't want to immigrate, you maybe know someone that would like to immigrate, or you want to listen to immigration news. Maybe you're planning later, maybe not now. So share into your community and let's grow together. Peace out. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.